As I'm recording this, we are now exactly 1 month away from Minecraft Live, which means we're exactly 1 month away from the announcement of Minecraft 1.20. However, we may already have an answer as to what the next update will be, or maybe not. Not too long ago, a Discord message has been going around which shares quote-unquote leaked information on Minecraft 1.20, and you'll understand soon why I said quote-unquote. I'll be discussing the details in a few moments, but before I do, if you've not been enjoying this video, I ask if you please like and subscribe, and turn on the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. As I stated, this message originates from Discord, and here's the full message. The name for the update was leaked in the private Discord server along with some of the update's features, and it will be the How Time Flies By update, and it will add new beaches, a use for rotten potatoes and rotten flesh as bait for a new mob, the flies, which will lay eggs on the rotten items that will later hatch into maggots, and those maggots can be used as bait when fishing. Archaeology will also be added along with a new kind of village which is buried underground and kinda looks like an ancient city. It will contain new items that we don't really know much about yet. There will also be moles, but we don't know anything about them either. There's also something about the ancient city. I think it's that new dimension thingy that everyone's been talking about, but that's all the info I could gather. All of these things might change until Minecraft Live, so don't get too excited. One thing I should make clear is that this could be completely fake, so take this with a grain of salt. But if this is real, then it seems that 1.20 is basically going to be Caves and Cliffs Part 4. And that's not to say that this looks bad, because to me this looks pretty interesting, and this feels like an update that Mojang would do, for the most part. I recently did a video where I theorized that 1.20 would be an end update, and if that turns out to be wrong, I won't be disappointed. But in that video I said before 1.19 was announced, that I originally speculated that 1.20 would be a catch-up update. However, I stopped thinking that because 1.19 did exactly that with the Deep Dark and Mangrove Swamp. But maybe right now, Mojang is trying to focus on adding everything that they planned to add, but had to delay, because half of the things listed here are delayed features. Back during the 1.18 snapshots, beaches were something that Mojang were trying to rework, but then they decided to keep them how they were because it would have caused the update to take longer than needed. However, they stated that they would like to revisit the beach in a future update. Archaeology, as we all know, is something that was supposed to be a part of Caves and Cliffs, but then it was delayed because the devs wanted to primarily focus on the new world generation. Assuming this is real, we could see other features that people have been wanting like the birch forest changes, bundles, fireflies, the fudging table functionality, and some of the other losing biome features. The illusioner could finally be added, and maybe the isolager could also be added alongside it since it would be pretty convenient. If archaeology gets added, then maybe they could also take the opportunity to add the copper golem, because I think it would fit pretty nicely with archaeology. Now I know I might be hyping this up too much, and I understand some of you probably think this update won't be any bigger than what's being shown in this post, considering how 1.19 turned out. But the difference between now and 1.19 is that the wild update was being worked on at the same time as Caves and Cliffs Part 2. But right now there aren't any other updates being worked on, so this update could definitely be bigger than 1.19 at the very least. But like I said, that's only if this leak is actually true, because it could definitely be fake. And honestly, thinking about it more, it probably is. One thing you may have noticed is that there are a few spelling and grammar mistakes in this post, and overall it kind of looks like it was written by a 12-year-old. Another thing to note is that this post says that they might add something to the ancient city, which wouldn't make sense because it was just introduced in the previous updates. The only thing they could do is add a new dimension that you can access through the giant portal, but there's no way that Mojang would add an entire new dimension alongside everything else this post states will be added. If none of that is convincing enough, this post also states that poisonous potatoes will get a use, and in case none of you know, it was stated directly by Jeff himself that poisonous potatoes will never have a use. So yeah, taking all of that into consideration, it's likely that this is fake, but this at least gives us ideas of what we could expect from 1.20. I do think an update like this will be kind of fitting for 1.20, since it would almost be like wrapping a bow on the Caves and Cliffs saga of updates. However, I think it's more likely that 1.20 will be the end update, and if you want to watch my video on that, click the card in the top right corner. I have also seen some recent speculation of 1.20 being an inventory update, and while I think inventory changes would be nice, I highly doubt that this would be the main theme of the update because the inventory is a pretty small area of the game. But who knows, anything is possible. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more stuff from me, like and subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. I would really appreciate it. Oh, you're still here. I said the video was over. I wonder how many people actually get this far. One of these days, I might leave some random message at the end of my videos. You know what? That's a good idea. Why don't I do that? Hey, I didn't say I would start right now. The video is still over. Now piss off.